Hello grade 8 students. Today I am going to do Department of Education Northwestern Province Year-End Evaluation 2017. So you get 2.5 hours and two parts are there, part 1 and part 2. Part 1, 20 short questions. Each question you get 2 marks and the spaces are provided. So in the first page you get questions 1 to 6. Then 7 to 14, 15 to 20. Then you get part 2. You have to answer the first question. You get 16 marks for that and then select 4 questions out of the other questions and 11 marks for each question. So question number 1, 2, 3. Then you get 4, 5, 6 and then last question is 7. So let's do this paper now. Let's take question number 1, 14, 11, 8, 5. Write down the next 2 terms of the given number pattern. Look at carefully. 14 becomes 11, subtracted 3. 11 becomes 8, subtracted 3. So that means this is arithmetic progression. So you have to subtract 3. So 14, 11, 8, 5, minus 3. Minus 3. What happens then? 5 minus 3. You get 2. 2 minus 3. You get minus 1. So you get 2 and minus 1. So 2 and minus 1 are the next 2 terms. So you can get 2 marks, 1 for each. Find the value of 3 over 4, divide by 2. So division, what you do, you write the first fraction as it is and the second one you take the reciprocal. This is like 2 over 1. What is reciprocal of 2 over 1? That's 1 over 2. Now 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 2 is 8. So 3 over 8. You get 2 marks. Question number 3, write down 0.02 tons in kilograms. What's the relationship? 1000 kilograms is 1 ton. So you can multiply this by 1000. So when you multiply this by 1000, you are getting, so move 3 places to the right. So you are getting 20. 1, 2, 3. 20 kilograms here. So multiply by 1000. So 2 marks. Question number 4. Solve the equation. 3x minus 1 equals 8. Minus 1, you have to take it to the other side. So you are adding 1. Do the same thing for the other side. That's how you get rid of this minus 1. Or you can say minus 1 we are taking to the other side. That becomes plus 1. Minus 1 and 1 get cancelled out. 3x equals 9. Then you divide both sides by 3. You get 9 divided by 3. That's 3. So that's 2 marks. Question number 5. Minus 20 divided by minus 2 and minus 2. When you think about the sign, minus and minus becomes plus. With this minus, you get negative answer. So minus 20 divided by minus 2, you get plus 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Minus into plus becomes minus. So answer is minus 5. You get 2 marks for that. Question number 6. A is triangular numbers between 0 and 11. What are triangular numbers? 1. Then 1, 2, 3. Then another row is adding with 3 dots. 6 and another row with 4 dots. Always 1 increases. So 6 plus 4, 10. Less than 11. So only those numbers. So write down the elements of A inside curly brackets and then find NA. What's that? Number of elements in A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 mark for writing down the elements and 1 mark for counting number of elements. Question number 7. Find the perimeter of the composite figure combining a square and equilateral triangle with side length 4. All these lengths 4. What's the perimeter? Outer length. How many 4s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 times 5. That's 20 centimeters. 2 marks for that. Question number 8. Find the ratio between A, B, C. When the ratio between A to B is 2 to 3 and B to C is 6 to 5. You have to find the combined one. So look at this one, 3 and 6. What's the lowest common multiple of 3 and 6? That's 6. So that means this becomes 5. 3 times 2 is 6. So multiply this by 2. 2 times 2, 4. So the ratio between A to B to C is 4 to 6 to 5. 2 marks. Write 3 to the power 3 and A to the power 3 as a power of a product. Same power, I can write 3 times A whole thing power 3. Or I can write without this multiplication. So 3A whole thing 3. So power of a product. 2 marks. Question number 10. 10% of a value is 35. Find the total amount. 10% is 35. So what's 1%? 35 divided by 10. What's 100%? Total amount means 100%. Multiply by 100. 1 0 get cancelled out. 35 into 10, 350 rupees is the full amount. You get 2 marks for that. Question number 11. Simplify. So here you have to open brackets. So first expand brackets. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times minus 1, minus 2. Then this is like minus 1. Minus 1 into x, minus x. Minus 1 into 1, minus 1. So 2x and x, subtraction is x. Minus 2 and minus 1 becomes minus 3. So the final answer is x minus 3. You get 2 marks. Question number 12. Find the area of ABC triangle according to the given information. Base is 6. What's the perpendicular height? That's 8. This is an obtuse angle triangle. We can draw the perpendicular only outside the triangle. So area becomes half into base length 6 and the perpendicular height is 8. 2 times 3. 3 times 8, 24 square centimeters. So 2 marks for that. Question number 13. Find the value of 2 squared and 3 squared square root. So what happens? square root get cancelled out. So when you take power 2 out, so what's the answer? 2 and this square root get cancelled out because actually square root means power half and get cancelled out. So you get finally 2 times 3, that's 6. 6 is the answer. Get 2 marks. Question number 14. In ABCD parallelogram, how many bilateral axes of symmetry are there? How many? Can you divide? You can't get any axis of symmetry. So we say 0 axis of symmetry for parallelogram. How many rotational symmetry are there? Rotational symmetry are there. So here when you rotate 180, you get the same shape. Again 180 to 360, another one. So rotational symmetry, you get 2, order 2. So twice you are getting the same shape. So for any figure, always rotational symmetry is 1. 1 is the minimum number because when you rotate 360, you get the same shape. If the sides are equal and the other shapes, then you get more than that. So the minimum number of rotational symmetry is 1. But in this case, 180 also, you are getting another 1. So 2. 1 mark and 1 mark here. Write down as product of 2 factors. That means factorize. Without saying factorize, it says you have to take the highest common factor of A and AB. That's A. Take it out. What's remaining? This is like 1 times A. This is A times B. When you take A out, what's remaining? 1 minus B. So this is the product of factors. 2 marks for that. Question number 16. If the price of 1 liter of petrol was 150, increased by 10%, find the new price. If it's 100, increased by 10% means 110. So if it's 150, what happens? You multiply by 110 over 100. Or you can find out 10% value separately and add it. 10% of that is 15 rupees and add it to that. 15 plus 150, you get 165 rupees. Or you can do straight away here. 0, 0, 0, 0. 11 times 15. How you find out 11 times 15? It's easy to multiply by 11. 1 and 5 separate and then 5 plus 1 becomes 6. So 165 rupees is the new price. You get 2 marks. Question number 17. 253 and 7 is 1771. What about 2.53 and 0.7? How many places we have to keep? 1, 2, 3. 3 places you have to keep. The answer becomes 1.771. 2 marks. Question number 18. Show that minus 2 and 1 in between inequality on the number line. Minus 2 is included. So that means you can draw a solid circle on top of minus 2 and open circle on 1. And this is in between. So you can draw the line in between. So that's the inequality. So showing that, you get 2 marks. Question number 19. According to the given figure, find the value of x. Easily you can find. If this is 140, what is the x value? That's a straight angle, 180. 180 minus 140, you get 40 degrees. What about the value of y? This is 40. Then we know the sum of angles in a triangle add up to 180, or we'll use that. The sum of angles add up to 180. 40 plus 80 plus y is 180. 40 plus 80, 120. Now subtract 120 from the 180. You get 60 degrees. So you get 2 marks. One for x value and one for y value. Question number 20. There are 3 blue marbles, 2 red marbles and 5 white marbles in a bag. Find the probability of taking a marble at random. Selecting a blue one. How many altogether? 3 plus 2 plus 5. 10 marbles are there. Out of 10 marbles, how many blue ones are there? 3. So what's the probability? 3 over 10. Then selecting a red or white marble. Red or white means altogether you can count red or white. 2 reds are there, 5 white out of 10. So 7 out of 10. So you can get 1 mark each. 1 mark here and 1 mark there. So we completed all 20 questions, short questions, each question 2 marks. Now we can try part 2. Let's take question number 1 in part 2. So you have to construct a diagram as well as you have to answer the questions about tessellation, polygons. So let's do that. Part A, name one instance where can be seen pure tessellation in real life. Pure tessellation means only using one shape where you see. So the good example is beehive. What's the shape we are using there? What's the shape? Hexagons. So beehive is a good example. Beehive. So there, can you remember hexagons are there? So I'll take something like this. So all hexagons are there. Something like that. It's a beehive. So you can give any example. This is in real life we see beehive. And tiling, you can see square tiling and triangular tiling. What is the main property that can be seen in pure tessellation? Pure means we use only one polygon. So in this lesson, we are only considering polygons. So pure tessellation use only one shape. Or you can write a polygon. What is the main property that can be seen in semi-pure tessellation? Semi-pure tessellation, combination of 2 or more shapes. We call semi-pure tessellation. So what is the main property? Use 2 or more shapes. Or you can say polygons. So how many marks for that? So you get 1 mark. And then 1 mark for this. And 1 mark here. 3 marks for these 3 parts. Draw semi-pure tessellation. Semi-pure tessellation. So you can use 2 or more shapes. So we'll take triangles. So I'll take triangles there. And then I can use square. And I can take the same shape again and again and see what's the tessellation looks like, semi-pure tessellation. And I can put another one. So this is combination of squares and triangles. So equilateral triangle with squares. So that's semi-pure tessellation. So you can use any shape that you like, 2 or more. So the easiest one is just taking 2 shapes. Give 2 regular polygons that can be used for tessellation. Regular means all sides are equal. So what are the regular polygons that can be used for tessellation? So can you remember only 3 shapes we can use? Equilateral triangle, squares and regular hexagons. So you can write any 2. Equilateral triangle, all sides are equal there. Then square, or you can write regular hexagon. What is the name of tessellation where 2 or more regular shapes are used? Semi-pure tessellation. So we call, this is regular shapes are taken, semi-pure tessellation. So same thing here in this one, it says semi. What is the main property that can be seen in semi-pure tessellation? Use 2 or more shapes. You can say regular shapes there. So how many marks for this one? You get 2 marks for drawing any diagram, semi-pure. So make sure that you use 2 or more shapes. Then 2 marks for writing down any 2 and 1 mark for semi-pure tessellation. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's take the next one. That's construction. So you can use only the straight edge and pair of compasses to construct this diagram. So 4 parts are there. So we'll do it. ABC triangle You have to construct where AB is 10 centimeters, BC is 8 and AC is 6 centimeters. So we'll take the ruler and the compass. So first we can draw a line segment. And then we can take 10 centimeters first. We can draw the AB line, 10 centimeters. And we can keep on top of the line and then you can mark it. And then BC 8 centimeters. Eight centimeter length. And BC. So here if it's AB, so you have to keep it here. BC is 8. So you can draw an arc here. And then AC. AC is 6 centimeters. So take 6 centimeters from the ruler and you can mark the other length. So you can keep here and then mark the other length. So you get ABC. So ABC. And you can connect the points. Ten centimeters. 8 centimeters and 6 centimeters here. So that's ABC triangle. Mark midpoint of AB as O. So 5 centimeter length we have to mark. Because 10 is the whole length, half of it. Midpoint is 5 centimeters. So we can take 5 centimeter length and mark here. That's the O point. Construct a circle with center O and the radius as the distance from O to A. So 5 centimeter length. You have to construct the circle. Let's do that. So same distance here. O to B or O to A, same distance. And now you can draw the circle. What is the line AB to the circle? This is the center. So what is the line passes through the center? That's the diameter. So diameter is the answer for part 3, diameter. Shade the region showing the minor segment of the circle. Minor segment. So here, this is a chord, this is also a chord. So minor means a small part. Either you can shade this one or this one. So I'll shade this part. So this part is the minor segment. Or you can take this part as well. Shade the region showing the minor segment of the circle. So you get marks for that, either this or that. So let's see how many marks for that part. So here, constructing the triangle, you get 3 marks. And then 2 marks for drawing the circle and marking the center. And diameter 1 mark. And shading the minor segment 2 marks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 8 before 16 for the full question, first one. And then the other questions you get 11 marks each. So let's take question number 2 now. Draw a Cartesian plane where the x-axis and y-axis are marked from -6 to 6. Mark the points on the Cartesian plane that you have drawn and connect in order. So connect first and the last points as well. So we'll do that now, -6 to 6. So first you can take this one, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can take here -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. So this is the y-axis. So draw the y-axis first and then label. Here also -6. So we'll start from here. 6. This is y. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then to this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and -6. Here -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and -6. So x and y. So you get marks for that, for the scale. Then you can mark the points. A is -2, 3. -2 is the x value and 3 is the y value. So this is A. -2, -4. -2 here, -4. So the B point is here. 1, -2. This is C. 4, -4. That's D. 4, 3. 4 and this 3. E. And 1, 5. 1 with 5. That's F. So those are the points, and now we'll connect from A to F. A and then B. C. C is here. D, E, and then F. And then you can connect the first and the last point. So you get something like this. Draw the axis of symmetry of the plane figure. You obtain axis of symmetry. So dividing into 2 equal parts. So you can draw the axis of symmetry here. This is the axis of symmetry. So equally divide into 2 parts. Write down the 3 coordinates of points on the axis of symmetry. What are the points we can write on this line? So the x value is 1. So you can write 1, 0. This is part 2. You can write 1 with 0. 1 with 0 is here. Then 1 with 1. 1 with 2, any 3 points. So the x value is 1. Write down 3 coordinates of points on the axis of symmetry. Write down the equation of axis of symmetry. Always the x value is 1. Y is changing. 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. Y is changing. So what is the equation of the axis of symmetry? X equals 1. And then draw y equals 2 line and name it. Y equals 2 is a horizontal line. Always the y value is 2. So this is y equals 2 line. So draw it and label the equation y equals 2. So this one, the axis of symmetry, x equals 1. So you get marks for the whole thing. So let's see. You are getting 6 marks for the scale and marking the points, all together 6 marks. And then you can write any 3 coordinates, you get 2 marks. And x equals 1, just 1 mark. And y equals 2 line, that's 2 marks. And that's all together 11 marks. 6 and 4, 10 and 1, 11 marks for the whole thing. Let's take question number 3. This is about statistics. So you have to fill the blanks and then answer the questions. Following incomplete stem and leaf diagram shows information about amount received by students by selling flags. So this is not in order. Here 28 is there, 34, several values are there. Stem. Stem means the first value, leaf means the second digit. By copying the stem and leaf diagram in your answer sheet, fill in the blanks in the stem and leaf diagram according to the data given. Look at the data set. 34 is there. 34, it's there. 40. 40 is not shown. So here 44 is there. So that means this should be 0. Then 36 is there. Then 28. So nothing mentioned about 28 here. So we have to put 8 there. 45, it's there. 36, 68, it's already there. Then 57, 57 is already there. And 48, so this should be 8. By looking at the data set, we can fill the stem and leaf diagram. Then the second part, according to the stem and leaf diagram, fill the blanks in the data set. Now other way around. So we'll see what are the information not given here. 28 is there. 34, 36 is there. Another 36, it's there. 40, 41. 41 is not here. 41, so we can write 41 there. Then 45, it's there. 48, here. 50. 50 is not in the data set, so we have to fill this gap. As 50, 57 is there, 68. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now all the blanks and this one we filled. So how many marks for that? You are getting 2 marks for writing down the values here. 2 marks. And writing down this one, 1 mark. So altogether, 3 marks. Let's take the next one. Find the range of the data. Range means the highest value minus the lowest. 68 is the highest, 28 is the lowest. So subtract. 68 minus 28, you get 40 is the range. Find the mode and median of the data. So mode is the most frequent value. So twice is there 36. All the other numbers once and 36 twice. So 36 is the mode value. What's the median? Median is the middle value. So how many data points are there? 11. So odd number, that means one middle number is there. 11 plus 1, 12. 12 divided by 2, that means sixth one is the middle term. So sixth one, how can you find out? Starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is arranged in order. So sixth one is 41. So the median is 41. How did you get it? So 11 plus 1 divided by 2, that's sixth one. Find the mean of the data. Using mean value, find the percentage number of classes who collected more than the mean value. So how you find out the mean? You have to add all the numbers. So we'll do it here. What's the number here? 28. Then here you have to add all these 3 digits. So I'll do it here. 34, 36 and 36. So you get 10, 16, 1 remaining. So 106. So the total for this row is 106. What about the total of this one? 40, 41, 45, 48. 8 plus 5, 13 plus 1, 14. 1 remaining. So you get 8. So 4 times 4, 16. 16 plus 1, 17. So what's the total? 8 plus 5, 13 plus 1, 14. 1 remaining. So 16 plus 1, 17. 174. What's the total of this one? 50 plus 57. 50 plus 57, 107. And here you get 68. So what's the total of all these? You are getting 10 and 8 and 8, 16. 16 plus 10, 26. 26 plus 7. 33. 3 remaining. So 10, 16, 18. 1 remaining. 2, 3, 4. 483 is the total. So mean is 483 divided by 11, because 11 number of data points are there. 11 times 4, 44. For 43, that's 3. So you get 10 remaining. So 10 remaining, and then when you take another 0 for 100, 11 times 9, 99, and for 10, nothing. So here 43.90. So this is about amount received by students. So this is in rupees. 43 rupees and 90 cents. Then find the percentage number of classes who collected more than the mean. So more than the mean, 43. Above 43, you get 45. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 43.9. So 5 out of 11. So what's the percentage? Percentage is 5 out of 11 into 100%. Because it says more than the mean value, more than 43.9. So you get 500 divided by 11. So what's roughly 500 divided by 11? 11 times 4, 44. For 60, that's 5, 55 and 5 remaining. So you can write down 45 and then 5 remaining out of 11. So 45, 5 over 11 as a percentage. So let's see how many marks you are getting for these steps. So 1 mark here for range and 1 mark for mode value and median, 1 mark, and then mean, 483 divided by 11, 3 marks, and the percentage, 5 over 11 into 100, 45 and 5 over 11, so that's 2 marks. So how many marks altogether? 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 3 marks, 11 marks for that question. Question number 4. So there's a sketch there. You have to draw the scale diagram and find the actual length of AE. So let's do that. A student at point P moves 25 meters from north 70 degrees east and comes to the point Q. So that's not related to this one. So that's a separate diagram. So let's do that. So we can sketch it. First we'll take any point like P here. A student at P point moves 25 meters from north 70 degrees to east side. So how you draw that? So you have to draw the north line for that. And then 70 degrees from north to east side. So we can use the protractor and just roughly you can measure. But here it says a sketch. You don't have to measure actually, but I'll show you this one accurately. 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 here. So 70 degrees to this side. 25 meters. So you have to take a scale. So I'm not going to do that. This is 70 degrees from north to east side. This is 25 meters away. That's the point Q. So you have to show the length as well as the angle. So how many marks for that? You are getting 2 marks for that. Next one, part B, you have to sketch the diagram, draw the scale diagram and then measure actual lengths. Below shows a sketch of the building of a side view. Draw the scale diagram taking the scale 1 to 100. So 1 to 100. That means 1 centimeter represent 100 centimeters. 100 divided by 100, you get 1 meter. 1 centimeter represent 1 meter. So what about 8 meters? That means 8 centimeters you have to take. 7 meters means 7 centimeters. And you have 5 meters. That's 5 centimeters. Those are the measurements. Let's draw the scale diagram. So you can take the ruler and draw 8 centimeter length first. We'll start from here, 8 centimeters up to this point. And then we can use the set square because we need a perpendicular line. So keep the set square on top of this line, and we can draw 5 centimeter length here. 5 centimeters. And then 4 centimeters. So 8 centimeters again you can measure from here. So 6 is there, 8. So we have to take other way round. So we'll take that other way round and measure. So you can first take 8 centimeters. So I'll keep 8 here and then mark 0 here. So again 5 centimeter length, and then we have to mark 4 centimeters as well. So we'll put a tick here. So that's 4 centimeter length, and now we can keep it here and draw 7 centimeters now. 7 centimeters, and now connect. This point to this point and here to here. So we label this is A, E, D, and then B, C. 8 centimeters, 5 centimeter we took, and this is 7 centimeters. Then what's the next step? Measure the scale length of AE. We can use the ruler and measure AE length. AE length is 4.5. 4.5 centimeters. So AE is 4.5 centimeters. And then find the actual length of AE. So what's the scale? 1 centimeter, 1 meter. So that means actual length of AE is 4.5 meters. So that's the actual length. So let's give marks for this. You are getting for the scale 2 marks here. And scale diagram, you are getting 5 marks and 1 mark for the map length and actual length, 1 mark. So 5 to 7, 8, 9, and the previous one 2, 11 marks for that question. Question number 5. So you get 5 parts. So let's see. 3/5 of his salary is spent for food and Sisra saves 2,500 rupees. If his monthly salary is 25,000 rupees, find the amount he spent for food. So here for food, that's 3/5 of the salary. So 3/5. 3/5 of the salary, 25,000. So 5 times 5 here, 5,000 into 3. That's 15,000 he spent for food. This is for food. What is the amount he saved as a fraction of his salary in the simplest form? So he saved 2,500 from his salary 25,000. So as a fraction, you can simplify this and 25 times 1 and here 10. 1 over 10 is the fraction in the simplest form. So how many marks for this one? You get 15,000, 2 marks. And 1 over 10, 2 marks. Then the next one. What is the amount he spent for food as percentage of his salary? So 15,000 rupees out of 25,000 rupees into 100%. So 3 zeros get cancelled out. 5 times 3, 5 times 5. Then 5 times 100, that's 20. 20 times 3, 60%. Then the next part, 60% of money he spent for food is for buying rice. What is the amount he spent for rice? 60% of 15,000. 60% of 15,000, what's the value? 2 zeros get cancelled out. 2 zeros here. 6 times 5, 30. 3 remaining. 6 times 1, 6 plus 3, 9. So here 9,000 rupees spent for rice. The rest of the money after he spent for food and savings of 2,500, he gave that amount to his wife. Find the amount he gave it to his wife. So what's the amount he spent? 15,000. And then he saved 2,500. What's the total? 17,500. His salary is 25,000 minus 17,500. When you subtract, you get 8 and 7, 15. So 7,500 rupees he gave it to his wife. That's the other amount. So let's see how many marks for these parts. So you get 2 marks here and 2 marks for this part and 3 marks for this. So 3, 2, 5, 7 and then 4, you get 11 marks for that question. So let's do the next one. Question number 6. So here you need to find out the capacity of water and then height, so related to volume. And then part B is about time. So let's do that. A cuboidal tank with length 1 meter, width 50 centimeter and height 40 centimeters is filled with 50 liters of water. Find the capacity of the tank in liters. So here in this part, so we'll draw the diagram roughly. This is a cuboidal shape. tank. 1 meter we'll take in centimeters, 100 centimeters, width 50 centimeters and height 40 centimeters. Filled with 50 liters of water. So not fully. So you can just put this area, 50 liters of water. So the whole thing is 50 liters of water. Find the capacity of the tank in liters. So capacity is when this is filled fully with water or any liquid. So what's the capacity? That's the volume of the cuboidal tank. So capacity is equal to, first we'll find out using cubic centimeters. 100 into 50 into 40. 0, 0, another 2 zeros, 5 times 4, 20. So 200,000 cubic centimeters. Then divide by 1000 to convert to liters, because we know 1000 cubic centimeters is 1 liter. So 3 zeros get cancelled out. You get 200 liters is the capacity of this tank. So how many marks for this one? You are getting how many marks? 3 marks for that. So 3 marks for this part. Then next one. What is the height of water? Now 50 liters of water there. So what's the height of water? So what is length? Length is 100. 50 is the width. So 100 into 50, and we'll take H as the height of water. That's equal to 50 liters. 50 liters means 50 into 1000 cubic centimeters or cube. This is milliliters. 1000 milliliters is 1 liter. So that also we can write. So this is same as 1000 milliliters. Now find H. 50 into 1000 divide by 150. So 50 get cancelled out. This is get cancelled out. And you get 10 here. 10 centimeters is the height of water. A metal cube with length 20 centimeter is immersed in the tank. What is the increased height of water? So cube, so all length with height is 20 is immersed in the tank. What is the increased height of water? So what happens? The volume of the cube becomes the water volume, that it goes up. So same base area but height changes. So we can say the volume of the cube 20 into 20 into 20 is same as the increased amount of the volume of the water. So if H is increased, 100 into 50 into H. 100 into 50 into H. So what's H? 20, 20, 20. Divide by 100 and 50 there. 0, 0. Another 1, 0. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 divided by 5. 8 divided by 5 is 1. And for 30, that's 6. 1.6 centimeter height is increasing. So it says what is the increased height of water? 1.6 centimeters. So how many marks for that? You are getting 2 marks for this part. and 3 marks for this one. So we give 3 to 5, 5 plus 3, 8 marks. Part B, this is about time. A one-day match between Sri Lanka and India was held on 2017 9/3 at 3 p.m. from Sri Lankan time in Sri Lanka. At what time and day that a person in West Indies could watch the start of the match? So Sri Lanka is time zone 5.5 and West Indies time zone is -4. So we'll take 0 here. So we are +5.5. That's Sri Lanka. West Indies, that's -4. So what's the day here? 2017 9/3. And what's the time? 3 p.m. 3 p.m. is the time. And here, what's the difference? First, we'll find out the time here, Greenwich time, and then again 4 hours before. So what's the value now? Here, this is 5.5. If you are taking from here to here, that's 5.5 to -4. So we are adding 5.5 and 4, 9.5 hours. From here to here, the difference is 9.5 hours. And then how you find out the time? So this is, it says 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. in standard form, that's 12 plus 3, 15 hours. 15 hours minus 9.5. 9.5 means 9:30. 9:30. So when you subtract, what happens? This is when you take 1 hour means 60. 60 minus 30, that's 30. And then this becomes 14. So you get 5. So 5:30. So this is PM. This becomes AM. So 5:30 AM. So 05:30 AM. What's the day? Same day. Early morning. 5:30 AM. So the same day. 2017 09/03. So how many marks for that? You are getting 3 marks for that. Finding the time and the date, that's 3 marks. So 8 plus 3, 11 marks for that. Let's do the next one. Question number 7, that's the last question. This is about angles. PQ and RS are straight lines. Find the values of ABC. Look at carefully, these are straight lines. So this is same as this. So what's the B value? B value you can straight away write down. B equals 30 degrees. That's opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. And then how you find A? A is 180 minus 30 because PQ is a straight line. So what's A? 180 minus 30. You get 150 degrees. That's angle A. So we'll take this one. Just because of straight angle, you have to write down what is the reason? Straight angle. Then what's the value of C? This is 90. So this is 30. So what's C value? 90 minus 30. That's 60 degrees because of here complementary angles. Complementary means add up to complementary. Add up to 90 because 90 is already there. This is 90, so this becomes 90. So these are the three values. So how many marks? 30, 150 and 60. 3 marks you are getting for this. Next part. According to the information given, find the value of x. So you need to find out this value. Now look at the big triangle. The other angle is 40, 90. So what is x? X is 180 minus 90 and 40. 90 and 40 is 130. So you get 50 degrees. Then what's the value of y? Y is this angle. So we can see this is same as now 60, 40. What is this angle? 180 minus 60 plus 40, 100. That's 80 degrees. If this is 80, what's the y value? 180 minus 80. You get 100 degrees because of straight angle. So you are getting x is 50, y is 100. So 3 marks for that. Let's take the next one. Part C. According to the information given, find the value of A. So what are these angles? When you extend line clockwise or anti-clockwise, you are getting all these exterior angles. For any polygon, sum of exterior angles add up to 360. So just add it. 2A plus A plus 2A plus A. That's 360 degrees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6A is 360. Divide by 6. You are getting A equals 60 degrees. So you are getting 3 marks for that. Then the next part, part D, what is the name of the shaded part? So the part bounded by 2 radii and 1 arc. So that's called a sector. This is the smaller part. So we can say minor sector. So we can say this part is minor sector. And then what is the angle at the center of the unshaded part? Unshaded part is this angle. That's a reflex angle. So how you write down the reflex angle? We can say POQ reflex. You have to write reflex angle. The other angle also we say POQ. But this is POQ without writing reflex. The other angle you have to put in brackets reflex. So those are the 2 questions. And you are getting 1 mark each. So we gave 11 marks. 2, 3, 5, 5, 3, 8 and 8, 3, 11. So we gave last question also 11 marks. So we completed the whole paper. So first question is compulsory and then you have to only select 4 questions from the other part. So make sure that you do the paper and then watch my video to check your answers.